Hello, good evening, everyone. So, today I wanted to talk about how I traded NFP technically, on how we trade, me with my students, we trade news technically. We never go to those platforms and look for whether the data came positive and or negative. So we only trade technical analysis. And as I say always, that technical analysis adds up, fundamental only adds up some volatility into technical or into price, which was analyzed technically. So we, I traded, not we, I traded uh, on my own time when the news came up. I traded NFP. So NFP is basically based on, it's called non-farm payroll for those who don't understand about NFP. And also NFP is based on US. So it gives us the number of jobs from the past month to the present month. I don't know, something like that. But it always comes, most of the time, NFP comes in a positive, it comes in a volatility. So what it does, it speed up some changes in price. So as I said, NFP is normal based on US dollar. So for US dollar, we are going to look for the USD currency index. So this is only a tip or a trick once you want to analyze your news based on what you want to trade. For instance, you want to trade JPY, or for instance, you want to trade Euro GBP or Euro based on news, or Audi, or maybe CAD. You need to go to the CAD index or Audi index or Euro index. That's it. Thereafter, you look for the directions. Where are they heading? But based on our methodology, we know what we are doing. And for a good thing is that my course is now available for sale for those who don't need our mentorship. My course is now available for sale at only 25 US dollars. So for instance, you want to learn on your own without my assistance, without live meeting, you'll be able to get the course videos that are available on our drive. So without wasting our time, let me proceed with what made me buy, made me sell gold at 500 pips. That is current learning. So we had some very nice downtrend here. The downside, um, we had something that we call a shift, but others they call it break of market structure. So we had the shift, then we had what we call some formations based on our methodology. We had the formation, we had, these are called the areas of liquidity. So we had a lot of areas of liquidity here that were already uh, consumed, were already being consumed. So we are only left with this area of liquidity that price was supposed to come and consume before proceeding to the upside. So once we mark this as our area of liquidity or the point of interest, this will be uh, the area that we'll be considering for entry, since you have already seen that the shift has been made around this area here. Based on our time frame coordination, we'll switch 5 minutes from 30 minutes. On here, we'll look for something that is called an engineer liquidity. So for those who have been learning my course, they know what's an engineer liquidity. So this is what exactly the price did after reaching the engineer liquidity. It tapped our engineer liquidity before, then proceed to the upside. So I came some few minutes earlier. It was almost 10 minutes earlier. So I found already the price. I had already typed our engineer liquidity. So we had this candle that has been formed, which made me immediately make decision of selling gold because you expect USD to be strong to buy much further. So gold will push to the bottom, and this is how the price did. So without hesitation, I went back to the price and looked for my opportunity of selling gold. So I went to gold, and as you can see, uh, we had a very nice, um, it was 5 minutes, I guess. We had a very nice drop from this point here. We had a very nice drop. It was this point here when we got 1 minute. So from this point, gold dropped without hesitations. So it dropped almost 500 pips. Even if you go to USDJPY, you will find it also dropped. It bought, as you can see, it bought similar price to Euro USD. It sold from here. So what basically it did here, um, we had our area of liquidity, similar price to gold. Then price came into this area of liquidity, grabbing some liquidity before proceeding to the downside. So for the ones who are supposed to trade, to take the trade here, first troubled area. Mm. So this is how the market we we make it easy analyzing the market technically, fundamental market technically, so that whenever the news comes out, it comes to add just some volatility proceeding to the downside. So take your time, learn how the news reacts to the market. Sometimes you might find news beating, I mean, exploding to the upside, then exploding to the downside again. You might find, why did the news, I mean, went to the upside, thereafter took some liquidities, then proceeds to the downside. What happened? You'll find that the market has taken the liquidities to the upside, then proceeds to the downside. So whenever you're making your analysis, then news comes out, it stops you out, then which means you are the one who was not correct about analyzing your price technically. News must always come and fulfill what price has already made, um fundamental. I mean technically, sorry. And that's it. I have nothing to say. I have nothing much to say about what happened to the market. Just sharing some ideas and giving you some opportunities that we have our calls available. If you will be interested, then I will leave the link in the description. You can check me on my Telegram. You're welcome, everyone, and I wish you a wonderful evening.